Hacking the spy network is a success of the Polish counterintelligence. Stanislav Zharin, deputy minister coordinator of the special services, said on the air of Polskie Radio. The Polish Internal Security Agency has already detained 16 people associated with Russian intelligence. So in June, on suspicion of espionage, a Russian hockey player was arrested. A player from one of the clubs of the first division of the Polish championship.
The agency managed not only to identify and detain the spies, but also to investigate and identify the modus operandi used by the Russians in this type of activity against Poland. This is definitely a great success of our services, but unfortunately it is too early to rest on our laurels. The Russians are still looking for ways to destabilize and weaken Poland. Stanislav Zharin, deputy minister coordinator of the Polish intelligence services, on the air of Polskie Radio.
In Germany, an employee of the Federal Directorate of the Bundeswehr was arrested for spying for Russia. He is suspected of planning the past secret data to Russian intelligence.
The defendant is strongly suspected of having worked for a foreign intelligence service. Starting in May 2023, he approached the Russian Consulate General in Bonn and the Russian Embassy in Berlin several times on his own initiative and offered cooperation, from the message of the German Federal Office for the Protection of the Constitution.
In mid-April, Berlin accused of espionage and expelled a number of Russian diplomats. New Zealand also accused the Russian Federation of espionage and disinformation. On August 11th, the New Zealand Intelligence Service said that there are foreign intelligence agencies that are aggressively conducting espionage operations against the country. In the report of the department, in addition to Russia, also named China and Iran.
Some of the most insidious examples of foreign interference concern harassment of ethnic communities in New Zealand who speak out against the actions of a foreign government. There are examples where information is collected on them and used to threaten family members in their home country. Phil McKee, acting Director General of the New Zealand Intelligence and Security Service, during a speech at a hearing in Parliament, from the Guardian publication. I would link all these stories, which, as for me, are preparatory stage for a common understanding of Russia's goal to destabilize the situation in general in many countries of the world. At the same time, the main goal of the Russian Federation by provoking such public scandals, small spy scandals, is still to shift the focus from Russia's war against Ukraine and thus weaken us.
Russia fails to weaken Ukraine. The allies do not intend to reduce support for Kyiv. An example of this is the recent initiative of the President of the United States. Joe Biden has proposed to Congress to increase the United States defense budget by $25 billion by the end of this year. 13 of them will go to help Ukraine. Reported by Roman Smoler, Krystyna Dąbrowska, UATV News.